So you've got your company name all settled. Maybe you even got your website designed. Maybe you even formed your own company, heck. But you don't know what to do when it comes to an actual company logo. Well, if that's your problem, then don't fret, because in today's video, we're actually going to leverage ChatGPT and a few GPTs that of course are free to create our very own logo. Gonna be reviewing a few of those, and we're gonna use the same prompt and really just see what the results are. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get it. So if we take a search here underneath GPT and we go ahead and type in logo, we can see that for the word logo, there's several different GPTs that come up. And the very first one that we're gonna see and play around with today, it's actually made by AIResearchPlus.com. The second one that we're going to use is called AI Logo Generator. It's the only one I saw titled that, so we won't worry about who this one's created by. And third, we're going to use Logo Creator. And like we said, we're going to use the very same prompt when it comes to prompt engineering to try to make the results as less skewed as possible, so we can kind of try to test these out. Just going to give my thoughts because it takes a while to load. Thought I'd save you that time and go ahead and load it. So what we see here in front of us, very first, this is just plain old ChatGPT. No additional GPT here on the left. And this is our prompt. Create 4 company logos for GovIgnite, a government consulting company with red, white, and blue in a professional tone. So we can see here that we got basically different ideas. We've got kind of like if you see the Statue of Liberty or the Atlanta Olympics, the torch here, kind of on top of GovIgnite, government consulting, the words. And of course, it did give us red, white, and blue, those color hues. The second choice is kind of like a star with a flame, probably credence to the word ignite. And then these bottom two similar here, another flame down in the lower right hand corner. And then this kind of looking like a flag, kind of curved on the right side. Some might say, or they may be seeing like a coffee cup there. We've got the stars there, but so all of these kind of have that flame symbol there, playing off of the word ignite, red, white, and blue, and looks to be the same font style and type and kind of size there. So basically said, let's just use the top left one and just give us that image basically solo. So from these 4, of course, we could download it and get the composite image, play around with that, take a screen grab of just the one square, import into Canva or whatever you want to use to design it. But just staying here native in ChatGPT is the aim or the goal today. And so if we wanted to use this one, of course, we probably would prompt it again to give us this in it with a transparent background. Let me actually ask that and we'll let it run. Give me this same image in a transparent background. I forgot the D, but you know what I meant. So we'll let that run. So that's really, didn't think it did a bad job. I mean, we didn't play around with it too much, but I'd say like a 7.5 if I had to give this a rating out of 10. So not too bad. So now we're going to move on to logo, and we can see here we gave it the same prompt. And we're going to be consistent and use that across there. But we see here, we didn't just start getting logos that were created. It says, hey there, I'm Sam. It gave itself a name, your go-to creative for turning. So etc. I won't read all this, but it's asking us question. We see first question, so I'm guessing it's going to be a list. Where will these logos be used? We said LinkedIn, business docs, and website. Kind of gave us a prompt back. So we're talking digital and print clarity, professional tone, and high readability, even at smaller sizes. Awesome. What type of government consulting does GovIgnite specialize in? Just basically said, not the exact thing, but we just said knowledge and education, proposal writing, useful tools for government solicitation, just to get it going. Nice. What kind of vibes are you aiming for? Gave us some examples: sleek and modern, classic, trustworthy, patriotic and bold, etc. And I just said Edie, sorry. A smart blend of the above. And then should the logo include any icon or symbol? I said surprise me. Do you prefer the text to read govignite exactly like that? Gave us some variants, one word together, camel case, etc. We said just, the G and I capitalize, two separate words. Any fonts or logo? None in particular. Do you need it to be transparent? Yes. And so, we just went down, really answered some questions. And this is what we got for the 4 pictures. This one I do like. I won't say, well, yeah, way better than just using the native chat. Here again, a flame, but kind of like a shield symbol behind it. We'll zoom in just a wee bit. And we can see that at the bottom, not at the crest, but like it's kind of pointed a little bit. And it kind of, to me, it brings it out a little bit from the background. It's not that it looks 3-dimensional, but it's kind of got some pop to it. Similar, the flame, govignite. We can see here there is difference to the sizes of the G's. There's bold here, bold for both words. Same here, but the ignite is red. So some variants there. Got the eagle there looking very patriotic. The neck kind of emulating the the American flag there. Here another star with the flame center, torch here. So I do kind of like this. And then these are 4 professional logos. You can download them right here. I said just give us the top 2, which are this flame crest, kind of a crest or a shield, and then the eagle with the flag as a neck, and give us 3 variants of each. Now, it only gave us 2 variants of the eagle. The eagle kind of looks the same. It's just they really gave us back the ignite red, which is the same as above, and made the words both blue here. So, wasn't impressed with that. Here on the torch, they did change it up a bit. Now we see up here, the words are underneath, but here we got them off to the right. So if we now want it to be more rectangular and stretch it out, we could start playing around with that. Maybe, resize the torch there. This is the same one that they used above, but again, different placement of the letters. And similarly here, this torch is about the same there as well, except for the bottom pointed here, but more oval shape there. So give this one an 8, 8.5. Like I said, a little bit different. We're just keeping it simple, giving you some thoughts and ideas. But I kind of like that one. But let's keep it moving. AI logo generator. Again, same prompt here. Let me zoom out just a wee bit. And we got here, more red than if we go back to the last one. We see way more blue here. So again, difference in style here just a wee bit. This torch and flame all red. But for each, the gov is blue and the ignite is red. Size of government consulting. Bold, not here or here, but on this side. Yeah, so I think the same font and sizes on this particular one. Just playing around with the bold on the words. 3 variants all have the flame variants of the bottom here. Again with the American flag here. This one has the star. So not the most impressed there, but I do like that here they say if you want to try different ideas with a similar vibe, you might like one of the following. And they gave us 3 different ideas with kind of a summary. And this, again, you could use this as a prompt in another GPT or even another program. Like we said, we're staying confined within Chat GPT today. Circular emblem showing the capital, badge, patriotic eagle. And if we come down, said, hey, what the heck? Just show us all 3. And if we come down here, we see that they did say they got the flame over the eye. Not perfectly here, like the integrate into the eye, but hey, not bad. But when we keep coming down, like these are actually, to me, very beautiful, very powerful. This is kind of gorgeous to me. You might pay somebody for this. Eagle spread out there looking to the right, the flame kind of spacing between these 4 stars. Like it's not white, but that kind of peachy cream color in the background. Probably be transparent if we download it. And then govignite with the shield. So this is kind of, to me, combining all those elements where we saw mostly if they used the torch, that was it with the words. If they used the eagle, might have the flame, but not the torch, and then not the shield. So this kind of is incorporating everything. And then this one, kind of a different type or style of ego here, where this looks a little bit more realistic. This looks more quote unquote hollow, not caricature bit, but more, like a, not cartoonish, but more cartoonish than this one here. And similarly, like we now see a semicircle there on the bottom, different sizes there to the circle, but in GovIgnite wedged in between. Not to say this looks like a sandwich, but different here. So, and then the similar 4 stars, but 2 to each side. So these last two actually, I'm kind of very impressed with, just these two for, a free GPT. So I'd give this like a 9.25 to be quite honest. Again, very simple, not playing around, not giving it 10 back and forth prompts to keep this kind of a digestible video. Now, if we go to logo creator and we scroll down, same prompt, we see they start to ask questions similar to last. 2 questions. How complex should the logo be on a scale of 1 to 10? And what color palette do you want? And we said 7 or 8, and the colors are red, white, and blue. Great. They're just regurgitating what we said, quote unquote, to validate it. Logos 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're kind of giving us kind of what looks to me like a prompt, but a summary of what it would be. Here are your logos. If I could play that music, dun, 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 like there's nothing here. Click to open. You can hear me clicking, but nothing is appearing. What do you think? I said, I do not see I meant to say logos, forgot the O, apologies there. Recreate or present the same ones. Thanks for letting me know. Let's recreate those 4. Generate the logos now with the prompt. Here are the 4 professionally detailed logo concepts, etc. And then again, the 4 summaries. Logos, click to explain. And then they have note. These are placeholders. Your actual logos are generating with DALL-E and will appear shortly as real designs. This was maybe 15 minutes ago, so there's still nothing there. And similarly, it doesn't matter where you click, there's nothing there. And if you're thinking, hey, you gotta log in or incorporate this just for giggles, there's this other, like I said, there's a lot of that are named logo, but this is a different one. And we see here that this one's actually asking you to sign in with PYXL Pro. If you click here, it'll take you to kind of a, well, it says unable to load the page, but let's see if we can type that again, see what they do. Again, these are the kind of videos where I don't like to cut, don't like to do too many edits. We'll keep it real and learn together. But it's actually taking you off site. Now it's taking you to that actual vendor's URL and asking you to sign in and sign up. Almost kind of linking the two as if this was like OAuth or some kind of authentication on the software side to tie the accounts together and let it do API calls and pull down that data. So if we go back to where we were, like, to me, that doesn't be apparent. Like, this is definitely a 0 out of 10, and I don't know what the reviews are. Maybe we should leave a review for this GPT, but it's just not working, and maybe I'll play around with it a little more later. But like I said, I solidly do recommend this AI logo generator. And I mean, let's go back to that first one. I forget what we asked now. We said, oh, transparent background. So you see that checkerboard, you kind of do know it. So this is just native without a GPT. So it's, it's doing what it could do. We hit download and it'll download in the background. But cool. Let's do the same for a transportation supply company with the colors of natural vegetation and make the logos pop. I don't know, just kind of coming up with something off the top of my head here. And we'll get out of here after this, but just want to see if it's something that we could do on the fly. Like I said, these do take, I won't say like 5 or 10 minutes, but they take, 30 to 45 seconds usually. So we'll paste this one. This is now, I had those pre-prompted for you, but these are coming up. Just want to get out of GovIgnite and just, if you're in a different niche, Your company's different. Oh, see, what's the company's name? Supply King, or let's say Transport King is the name of the company. Just guessing. I don't know. This one didn't ask us for the name of the company, which now that I think about it, I wonder if it's gonna use GovIgnite starting to render here, and then here with just native chat GPT. Likewise, it didn't ask for the name of the company. So curious to see what it is. We'll just say freight hauling, and hopefully, this is that one that asks a lot of questions. For all the remaining questions, just guess, or make it random. This is to save time, but let's see what they do. All right, so they're getting started there as well. All right, so it did use GovIgnite. It used the green, brown, kind of tan, beigeish hues. It's got a truck with wings. This one is kind of the Capitol in DC. Another flame, same one, an eagle. But again, I didn't prompt it and change the company's name. I didn't reset, quote unquote, the prompt. This just came off my head. But this one, this logo, actually did, because it asked all of those questions we saw there when we were doing the review. It kind of did get that information, like what's the company's name. So that's another thing to think about as well. The native chat GPT did not ask for a company name, and it's just giving natural logistics, transportation. But again, and it automatically made the background transparent from remembering the conversation that we're having. So again, this is the power of leveraging just native chat GPT, as well as some of the free GPTs that, of course, over here on the left, when you just click on GPTs and search. So here's Transport King. It's kind of got a freight truck there. And the words kind of got the wind behind it. This one has a crown, play on the word king. It's got the colors, tan, green. This one's more in a circle, and this is kind of a highway or roadway. So again, like I said, let me know your thoughts. Again, we tried to keep it short. I know we went a little bit long, but definitely if you're staying around and you made it to this point in the video, I want to thank you for always rocking in here with us. But again, I know most of us know about this tool, but it's just thinking of ways where we get stuck in life, or we consider paying for a service or something. Just try the free stuff at least and see what it comes out with. And heck, like I said, we saw the one here that I'm gonna pause and play. You may start seeing this image on LinkedIn or something. For me, we'll play around with this. I actually really do like both of these, but actually in the chat, let me know which one of these two, if we said this is option number 1 and this is option number 2, do you think are better? Definitely love to hear your thoughts and opinions. But until next time, thank you so much for rocking in here with us. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and peace.